Greetings, everyone. Late video here. Uh, Prepared to go to bed, but like I said, things pop up. I didn't normally I look at this guy when I wake up in the morning, like 7 o'clock. But today, I had some work to do around the house, so trying to fix up my dad's house here in Barbados. But the name of the channel is called Inside Business, Inside China Business. It's on the left side, left corner when you're looking at your screen. His name is Kevin Walmsley. He's a U.S. citizen living in China for quite a while, and for quite a while I've been watching this guy. I'm serious. Since I was in Africa, yes. Anyway, in the beginning I said, why is he doing this? And I thought that he was, like I always said, the two and a half gangs. And I thought he was being protected by one of them against the other. But I can see now that that's not the case. Well, I saw that before, but I'm just telling you that. I get my information from everywhere. And he's one of those people. Knowledgeable, he's a businessman. And I would urge you to go watch this video and most of his other videos. I am not kidding you. But this one is particularly poignant because you will see how people are saying that US is winning this trade war and Trump is getting these things right and all. But here he is showing you the facts. Me, I'm a US citizen. And it's kind of hard to how would I put this now? This is facts. Facts are facts. I'm not trying to put that aside. But when I see this, there's no way I can accept people saying, things are not bad. I can't. It is not possible. I am a man who deals in logic. And when I see the facts, it trumps everything. Word Trump. Anyway, go watch this video. Watch this guy and tell me if he is wrong in your opinion. Because this problem with soybean farmers began long ago. The last time I went to Brazil was 2015, before I went to Africa. I went to Brazil, then I went to the Philippines and Asia. Well, not just Philippines. But while I was in Brazil, I met this one guy. And he came from the US. He has sold his farm in the US, and him and a group of investors bought a huge chunk of land in the Pantanal in Brazil. They were going to do soybean farming. And this is just when soybean farming was taking off in Brazil. Those poor farmers are today millionaires now. And they made one strategic move. Brazil joined BRICS, and that was the story. He had moved there before 2015, but I only met him then. I was passing through Sao Paulo on a flight going to Rio, and just happened upon him. Like a lot of people I meet, you'd be surprised when you travel what an education it is. I meet people. Anyway, talk about the people I meet. But Anywhere I go in the world, that's how things go. Well, except Africa. When I meet Africans and start to talk to them, it's like, man, please, your foolishness is boring. Africans should be benefiting from this, but the stupidity of the leadership is overwhelming. I'm letting that sink in. And when you talk to Africans, I talk to, I mean, some of the things that happen to me in Africa, and I talk about it, people tell me, that you're learning about African culture. You should just not talk about it and just learn. Not talk about it and just learn. Learn what? This stupid little kid look at me and call me a boy. And then people will say, I'm talking about I should learn that culture. You have black people calling each other boys in Africa. I mean, adults. They want another talk to another boy. Come here, boy. Walk into a store and you're looking for the manager. Boy. Walk into a bank. Boy. Can you help me with? Huh? The stupidity has to change. Like I said, Africa should be in on this. I mean, those of you who gone to Africa see how much agricultural land is available in Africa. Everybody talks about the mineral wealth, but nobody talks about the land. The land in Africa can feed the whole planet, all 7 billion of us. You hear me what I'm saying? The land in Africa can feed the whole planet, just African land. People will look at the Sahara and see nothing there. Give me 2 years in the Sahara and see how much will be blooming. But then again, the people whose countries traverse the Sahara wouldn't dare do it. They wouldn't say, they wouldn't tell me to come and do it. Because their game is to keep it that way. Like I said, Africa should be... I made a video earlier today explaining the situation with Boeing and how Africa can profit from it and take on a leadership role in the world just from that Boeing error. But who's going to do it? Not the African leaders that we have. And the young men in Africa, they are traditional now. Us who are looking at Africa from America and England and never been there or never going back or wherever, they are, you having a problem too. Because you see this happy place. Yeah, you go to Senegambia or you go to Accra on the beach or you go into Nairobi or you go into Joburg and you're saying, oh, things are great here. Yeah, you go buy a house and you driving around in a chauffeur-driven limousine, or you're not doing anything. living off the money that you think you got. But anyway, I'm not going to deal with that subject. I deal with it the day before. I dealt with it the day before. But to you, life is great because you can show off your big house that you're renting for cheap. Now, while the US dollar is there, but you're not looking at this picture. Boeing is hurting. The farmers are hurting. Rich people are saying, yeah, all is well. You know, the people at Apple, they're selling phones. and, and if you look at my video this evening, you'll see that Hermes and everybody, they buying bags in China for what? 1,000, 1,500, selling it for how much? They're doing well. So you can tell Trump, you know, keep up the good work. Keep the tariffs on. Black people are arguing with each other about buying expensive stuff that are not. And I'm not going to go there. But anyway, go watch this video. Watch China Business. Watch what I'm telling you. What I'm showing you. It's not going to hurt you to learn this. It might help you, might help to save you, and help you to save Africa. And I, in the process. Peace.